Hello, welcome to another video. I am in a very good mood. I'm probably as happy as I've been in the past 2 years regarding football, I'll say. I've been married in that 2 years, so. But my Philadelphia Eagles absolutely thrashed the Washington Commanders, and I couldn't have been more joyous watching it happen. Literally everything that needed to go well for the Eagles, everything went well. They had turnovers. They ran the ball well. Saquon Barkley had a 60-yard touchdown to start the game. Jalen Hurts played unbelievably good, so that was lovely. And the defense relatively stayed strong, held up Jaden Daniels. He didn't look anything too special the whole game. He was fine. He was good, but the defense was better. I don't know what to tell you. They scored 23 points, sure, with 3 turnovers. The Eagles score 55 points. They won 55-23. That's absolutely crazy. It is the most points ever, I think, in a postseason game for any team ever. So that's pretty, nuts. But I tell you, I was so happy. It's crazy because the Eagles right now, as a full team constructed, they're so good that an 11-point lead at halftime has you sitting there kind of thinking, damn, we should be up even more. And I'm pretty sure that they were up 27-15 at this point. They scored 27 first half points. That is nuts. This is the team that could not score a point in the first quarter for probably, I think it was almost 10 plus weeks into the season. That's just so insane. And the Eagles will be facing the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Today, I just want to talk about the NFC Championship game. And realistically, Jalen Hurts had his best game since the Super Bowl, and it would be his second, best game ever as an Eagle, by far. And obviously people are still going to, probably use some bullshit. I've seen it already today of you beat a rookie quarterback at home in the playoffs. Obviously, that's not that impressive. If you looked at analysts and, Fox and CBS and all this, it was pretty split on who these people thought were going to win this game. It's funny that as soon as the Eagles just absolutely thrash them, everybody decides they want to act like they were the smart ones that said, oh, well, obviously they were going to just destroy them. I just want to say I undershot it. I did think it was going to be a 14-point win. I thought 31-17 was the score I had. Didn't happen because they won by 32. So I'll take a 32-point win any day. Any game, I would happily have my team win by 32. I think this is the biggest NFC Championship win that they've had by, point differential, being that they have blown out every team of the last 3 that they've been in the championship game. So that's fun. I guess if they get there, they're pretty much a lock to make the Super Bowl at least. Hopefully it's not like last time. But Saquon played well, so that was fun. He didn't even play his best game. I would not say he had some calf tightness, cramping, something was going on early in the game. And he definitely did not have his best game of football, but he still had 118 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns, which is just so insane. The fact the Eagles scored 7 rushing touchdowns in just this game is absolutely wild. Add the fact that the Dallas Cowboys scored 6 for the entire season somehow. That just doesn't sound like that's even possible. But it was so fun to watch, man. That was probably one of the most fun. Also helps that they, absolutely throttled a division rival who I feel like myself, a lot of Eagles fans probably, looked at this and were like, these guys don't deserve to be here. They're not that good. How are they here? Put them in their place. And they did. And it was great. And you know what? It looks up for the Commanders. All, good for them. Hopefully, to me, hopefully they're just terrible because it's the Commanders. But realistically, like Dan Campbell said with the Lions last year, it's not a given every year. You can sit there and expect to get there. Everything should look like you get there. And then you lay an egg in the divisional round and lose. It looks like the Commanders should be good for, a good stretch. They have cap room. They have a great quarterback. They have things to build around. The coaching staff is new. The GM seems like he's competent. you still got to do it. The thing. You can't just sit there and bank on the hope of the potential of the future. You got to actually, do it and then perform and execute. That's why it's hard to do that. That's why most teams, that's why the Chiefs, being how good they are, being in the Super Bowl 3, it's absolutely crazy how, consistently dominant they are. And that's why I think by far the Eagles are, especially if they win a Super Bowl, they are by far the best team in the NFC since 2000, and I don't think it's even close. They've been to the most championship games in the NFC by a wide margin. I think there's someone, maybe the 49ers. Someone else is close to them, but I think that they've been to 7 almost at this point, which is just nuts. They're going to their 4th Super Bowl since 2000s. They've only won 1. Hopefully we make it 2. But I don't know. It's just crazy. And it feels so good for Jalen Hurts because he's gotten absolutely ripped apart for the last, 3 weeks realistically. And he basically told everyone, when it matters, shut the hell up. Saquon's going to get his. I'm going to get mine. A.J. Brown scores a touchdown. A.J. Brown has a great game because Jalen Hurts played absolutely flawless. I think if how they played in the Super Bowl, I don't think any team could beat them. I know the Chiefs have black magic and witchcraft and stuff, so that's a problem. Just how dominant they were, and they're so physical, they're so mean. This Philadelphia team is clearly turned into the bullies of the NFL for just being mean to people. You have Jalen Carter poking a center in the eye, and then later in the game just fucking clubbing him in the face. Never got in trouble for it either. So he's a menace. The whole defense is really a menace. They gave up the 1 touchdown to Scary Terry, which was pretty rough. It was one of those plays where they decide they don't want to tackle. There's always a few that happen in a football game with the Philadelphia defense where they say, we're playing 2-hand touch these next 2 plays, all right? Leave us alone. And that happens. But overall, defense showed out. Had the turnovers that they needed to. Jalen Hurts, while also playing unreal, didn't turn the ball over, which he just doesn't do, which is so valuable. The amount that he values the football in the playoffs is just crazy, realistically. And I fully expect him in the Super Bowl to play really well. And realistically, I think he does need to play really well for them to win. I don't think this is a game they can coast through with Saquon and the defense. If they did do that, I'd be thrilled. But overall, I think Jalen Hurts probably needs to play great again. And I'm just happy he did. I don't know. It's great. I love Jalen Hurts. This was a big make or break game in my own personal head, just thinking, you've made it here, the championship game, and you're playing a division rival who was the 6th seed. You're at home as the 2 seed. You have to capitalize on this. Because, again, you never know when you're going to have these situations again. Jalen Hurts showed up, capitalized on it by playing the best game he's played all season. So it was just such a joy. If you're a Commanders fan, I'm sorry. I think the outlook is, looking good for you. You had a wonderful season that was better than, literally everyone expected. And you seem like you're built for the future. So you have something to, look forward to. It's just not the Super Bowl this year. But it was a great game. I'm so thrilled. I'm so excited for 2 weeks to, hopefully make a video of them winning the Super Bowl. Lord knows. We'll find out. But that is going to do for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment on your thoughts with the Eagles and Commanders football game. Consider leaving a like if you enjoyed. Consider subscribing. Helps the channel a bunch. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.